Act 2. Come die with me.
Hello again.
He said...
Yeah, he said, what are you doing standing about here all day when the cosmos is going down the privy? Hey, I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Just fancy. 20 years of school and finally you've mastered the ability to talk to a rat. Your mother must be so very proud, if you ever had a mother.
Bring out your dead! Luxury post-mortem transportation services. 5-star service, best cadaver relocation agency in Ankh-Morpork. Highly recommended service. Bring out your dead. Hello again, sir. Beautiful day for it.
Beautiful day? A beautiful day for what?
Well, for being dead, sir. Have you considered it at all? All the advantages?
Advantages? What advantages could there possibly be?
Well, lower clothing bills, no more overheads for food, for winter fuel, lower rent.
Lower rent?
Well, the dead don't move around much. You might say that they don't need as big a set of digs. That's just a little undertaker's joke, sir.
I'd keep away from them if I were you. Otherwise you'll end up a stock in trade. So how do you transport your corpses anyway?
We have a great big galley for all that. Of course, with the dead so vigorous these days, they're only too keen to work the oars themselves. We just can't stop them.
Why's that?
Turns out they like sculling. Sculling with the oars. Sculling. Oars. Dead. Get it? Just trying to inject a little humour? What'd life be like if you had no sense of humour?
You tell me. So, where do you transport your corpses?
Oh, well, it used to be all mountains, you know, scenic locations. Very cold, you see, so the customers enjoyed it for longer before all their bits fell off. But you should see the place we've just found now, sir. Beaches, hats with corks, and blondes with these huge, straining, pink, oil-smeared...
Yes, but how do I get there?
Well, you'd have to be dead, sir. We've got the entire season's passages already booked.
Look, are you telling me that I have to be dead in order to qualify for tourist travel?
Well, yes, sir. But it's a very reasonable option. We let you take all the luggage you want.
Why's that?
It's all classed as carrying baggage, sir. That was just another little undertaker's joke.
It's a good thing you have a captive audience. Why not just tell me how to get to this holiday location of yours?
Just a death certificate should do it, sir. It's the only way to tell these days. Got one, have you?
So, you need a death certificate just to qualify for foreign travel. In many ways, death's a small price to pay for getting out of this place and starting new life somewhere else. See you later.
Pork futures. Probably no other world in the multiverse has warehouses for things which only exist in potentia. Here, however, the Pork Futures warehouse is a product of the patricians' rules about baseless metaphors, the literal mindedness of citizens who assume that everything must exist somewhere, and the general thinness of reality around Ankh. The net result is that trading in pork futures, in pork that doesn't exist yet, led to the building of the warehouse to store it until it does. The extremely low temperatures are caused by the imbalance in the temporal energy flow.
The image of pork that may exist sometime in the future. Nothing like thinking ahead, I suppose. What? Pick up something that doesn't exist yet? I hope this ice isn't made from that river water outside. Nah, it can't be. It's the wrong colour. Well, I doubt whether I can move it by hand. A pick. Find me something to use it on and I might surprise you. The City Mortician. I wonder if this is what he wanted to be at school. How'd you learn? I mean, you start off small with goldfish and so on. I mean, it's a necessary job, don't get me wrong, but it's a... Boy, it doesn't sound like a #1 choice, that's all I'm saying. I've forgotten what started me off on this now. I think I've been catching too much of that embalming fluid. I wonder if he caters for takeaway. Hello!
Dead? Why, come in, sir. Come in and decompose yourself.
I'm not dead, I was just being polite.
Not even a little bit dead? Not fading away? No nagging little cough or unexplained twinge or tiny touch of fever? Come now, surely you can make the effort?
No.
No. I suppose not. All the fun's going out of this business these days.
Can't you see that this woman isn't dead?
Oh. You think you are qualified to judge, do you?
But she isn't dead. Just look at her.
Oh, I see. Look at Mr. Expert. That's your expert opinion, is it? An expert in being alive, then, are we?
yes.
I suppose everyone is. That's the problem with this job. There's no way of gaining any respect.
What is it that you do exactly?
Well, I issue all the death certificates, make sure they're really dead, that sort of thing. We can't have people being buried alive, you know.
I should certainly say not.
Yes, they'd be hell to pay at the graveyard. All the undead would be on me like a shot. Live bodies in a dead-only area. Wrongful zoning of designated areas, the lot. Very touchy lot, the undead.
What have they got to be snobby about?
Been there a long time, you see. They're getting very touchy with this epidemic and everything. When you've got yourself a nice grave, good view, patio and barbecue pit, well, you get a bit iffy when a lot of newcomers suddenly turn up. Only to be expected.
How does one get to be declared dead round here?
Simple, sir. Just lay down on that slab. When a cold mirror won't cloud with your body's breath, and there's no detectable pulse, then we can safely declare the individual to have passed beyond.
Even if they're still walking and talking?
I've had to relax those criteria, sir. In the current situation, it pays to be flexible in your definitions.
Well, at least they're cheap and thorough. Anytime I feel myself coming over dead, I think I'll just nip in here for a lie down. Let's just stop all this now. A Bunsen burner? What is a Bunsen anyway? And why would you want to burn one? My hands are already warm enough. Ooh, it's all cold. I wonder what he uses it for. Just the thing for putting his equipment on. A mirror? Oh, shiny. Who is that handsome chap in it? Just the thing, a cold, hard slab of stone, and what's more, it's unoccupied. A great big ice block. Yeah, now all I need is a martini the size of a bird bath. It'll only melt faster if I touch it now. If it's low body temperature he wants, then it's low body temperature he'll get. A wooden arm. Doesn't look very lifelike, does it? Feels hard and wooden, I suppose. This should fool him. All right, look. I'm feeling a little bit dead, and so I thought I'd better just pop along and see you.
Right. A very wise decision, if I may say so, sir. Now, we'll do a few little standard tests. Firstly, I'll check your breath, see if it clouds up this mirror. Okay, now I'll check your arm for a pulse. Looking good so far, sir. Just one last test. Your body temperature.
No, wait! Perhaps we can talk about this. Yow!
Wonderful news, sir. Wonderful news.
Yes? Am I dead?
As a doornail, sir. Finally, a satisfied customer at last. Now then, here's a death certificate, which also entitles you to cut-price headstone carving, embalming, and free drinks at the yearly Mortician's Ball.
Mortician's Ball? Doesn't sound like much fun to me.
Oh, you know, sir, once the old embalming fluid starts flowing, of course it kills you in the end, but what doesn't, eh? Well, have a nice death. And please don't hesitate to call round again if there's anything I can do for you. Right, well, hop on, sir. We'll soon have you off to a post-mortem holiday. Did I tell you the one about the carrion luggage?
Afraid so.
Ah, well, can't win 'em all. Or any of them, come to think of it.
Har, yo ho ho, me matey! Shiver your timber, a vast improvement!
Stop that!
Oh, please. It's genuine nautical gibberish.
No, I've told you about that. I'm only doing business with you if you stop all that ridiculous yo-ho-ho business. It's demeaning.
But it's establishing character.
No, it's establishing that you are a loony. This is supposed to be a sea voyage, not Captain Sea Dog's little shipmates holiday fun club.
Look, if we're going to sea, then we ought to establish ourselves as acceptable stereotypes of sea-going characters. It all stands to reason. Now, you can't hold me responsible for the paradigms which grip our customers. They expect this sort of thing. They don't think you're real without all that avast the main bracer business. Word-of-mouth advertising can make or break a business like mine.
Word of mouth? They're dead.
Oh, all right. Just bring 'em on board then and we'll forget all about it. Timbers, shiver, hoist, hoist, locker, wooden, man.
What?
No, nothing. Just, clearing my throat.
There's something very odd about you.
As I were walking down Paradise Street, singing hey ho, blow the man down, a saucy young cuttlefish I chanced there to meet. Oh, give me some time to blow the sheep up. Damn!
I say, any chance of a cup of tea, my nautical arty?
Arr! It's the ghost of Captain Lavenderbeard, back from Davy Jones's bathroom. Run for your lives! Women and fearless sea dogs first!
You know, I seem to meet more crazy people than sheer coincidence should allow. Anyway, looks like I'm in control now. You! There you are, bone idle, I see. Come on, get up and get back to work. It's chaos back there.
No, I like it here. It's a land of opportunity. Sun, surf, and prawns.
I can see the sun's giving you a nice bleach. Come on, we're going home.
No, I'm not going back. I worked my fingers to the bone for them, but they all hate me.
Hate you? What does that matter? You're death. You're not supposed to worry about things. You just happen.
Well, I want more from life. A little bit of popularity. It's not too much to ask, is it? I work hard for everybody. Does anyone ever say thank you? I think not.
Thank you for dying. Look, if I promise you that I'll find a way of making you popular, will you come back?
People will like me. You promise?
Cross my heart and hope to meet you in your professional capacity. Now, is it a deal?
All right. But only if you make me feel wanted.
I have just the thing to bring the message into the people's hearts and minds, my dear fellow. Tell me, have you ever heard of something called the Clickies?
A clicky, you say? Something to make a legendary figure more personally popular? That's a challenge and a half, that is. But nothing modern marketing techniques can't handle. You just leave it to old Dibbler.
All right, but I wanted to have integrity. Just make it nice.
Nice? Of course it'll be nice. I'll tell you what, I'll splice you in for half the take, but mind, I'm cutting my own throat. Now, tell me what talent you got lined up. This, lead of yours. Nice, upper balcony, is she?
No.
Oh, well, what a skinny one then, eh? Long and lean, eh? Whoa!
Well, quite lean, yes.
I got it then. I've got the angle. Works as a shipwright by day over at the docks. Sweat, 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 wood shavings, and torn, tight little shirt. And then dances in an exotic nightclub every evening. We clap a soundtrack on it and we got a hit for sure.
A shipwright who dances in a topless bar? What the hell do you take our audiences for?
For about 3 groat a ticket, why? What's wrong? The formula's perfect.
I'm just not so sure my principal lead is going to make a very convincing exotic dancer. I mean, sex-wise and all.
You mean they're a man?
Well, I suppose he's a man. It's hard to tell, really. You have to look at the pelvis, don't you?
They keep you wizards indoors too long. That's your problem, mate. Look, I'll tell you what, we can sell anything, just as long as we have the right marketing. You know the product, so I'll leave all that with you. We need 3 things to make this a success. You've been waiting for this bit, haven't you? Just waiting for it. First and foremost, a gorgeous babe. That's just pro forma for the press. Next, you need a really catchy jingle, a song we can clap into the soundtrack. Finally, we need a gimmick, a novelty merchandise that actually creams the cake. Get me those 3 things, and I'll have a film out in no time.
Collect a babe, a jingle, and some novelties. I don't suppose you'd consider collecting them yourself.
Nah, mate. What sort of fool would waste his valuable leisure time voluntarily going off on annoying little quests set by stupid and ungrateful people, eh?
Yes, he'd have to be some sort of idiot, wouldn't he? Oh well, see you in a little while then. Take axe, open door, kill dragon. Why wasn't I born in the days of text adventures? We are gonna make you a star. A place where false dreams come true, or at least can be put on celluloid. Jelly Baby, good name. I wonder if it describes the place or the people. Well, whatever it is, it seems to be composed mostly of knees. If I must have one of these, then perhaps I should talk to the salesman. It's a mammal. I'm afraid further definition is currently a point of argument. The shuddersome thought, of course, is that these creatures actually breed, meaning that something actually finds them attractive. A very suspect salesman.
Gerbils always want? Prime racing gerbils rented to you at lowest cost?
Gerbils? Those look like camels.
No, Effendi. These are gerbils, desert-dwelling rodents. Very fine, very cheap.
Look, I'm telling you that these are not gerbils. Do these gerbils of yours eat cheese? Run about in little wheels? Make nests out of old tissues and cotton wool?
No, Effendi.
So what makes you think that these creatures are gerbils?
They burrow.
Really? All of them?
Yes. Well, no. Not all of them. Well, none, really.
Right. Well, I might be interested in renting one of the non-burrowing ones then.
Indeed. Please, feel free to browse.
Camels, eh?
Where?
Right, let us for now establish that these are camels. This being so, how much to rent one for a brief journey?
5 dinar, Effendi.
And to buy?
5 dinar, Effendi.
Why are they the same to rent as to buy?
I cannot stand the noise they make as they sit in their wood shavings eating cheese.
Now look, I thought we had that settled. Oh, all right. 5 dinar then. But only if you invest some of it in professional psychiatric treatment. My desert steed, a fine and mighty racing gerbil. Obviously where the undesirables hang out. A skeleton on a stick. I think there might be marketing possibilities here.
My bones, I've lost one or two. I'm not alive, of that I'm certain.
Sorry to disturb you. Dino, eh? Less meat on him than a chicken nugget.
Something in your knife just told me that some time is now. Ugh.
Bing! Funny sort of name for a scarecrow.
Ba ba bum ba boom ba boom 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 ba 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 boom ba 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 boom ba 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 boom 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 ba 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 boom ba 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 boom boom boom.
Bone idol? I'm not quite sure I really appreciate that joke. Say no more. What on disc are you lot doing up there?
Nothing much, just hanging around.
So why were you tied up?
Well, it's got tons of advantages.
Such as?
A bit of sunshine, a bit of conversation, bird watching of your buzzers and vultures.
Don't they get frightened when people pass by?
No, they carry on regardless. Carry on. Good one, eh?
If it's not an embarrassing question, why did they tie you up there?
Publicity.
Publicity? They've got you up there tied to an old dead tree.
Well, it was either this or do adverts for coffee.
In which case, I suppose, I can see your point. For asking about the jingle. Say, have you ever considered using your talents commercially?
Oh, yes. I mean, I could rent myself out for scaring crows off the crops. Liven up children's parties, that sort of thing.
No. I mean, you're singing. Would you consider doing some singing for me?
What? Oh, well, I suppose it could be done. Tell you what, prize us down from here and we'll see what we can do for you.
Ah, the Middle Ages. Picturesque, isn't it? See you later. A sharp cutting blade. Ouch, yeah, a bit sharp. Tall and pointy? What possible use can they be?
Pyramids. Dams in the stream of time, correctly shaped and oriented, with proper paracosmic measurements correctly plumbed in, the temporal potential of the great mass of stone can be diverted to accelerate or reverse time over a very small area. In the same way that a hydraulic ram can be induced to pump water against the flow. The whole point of a correctly built pyramid is to achieve absolute null time in the central chamber, so that a dying king, tucked up there, will indeed live forever, or at least never die. The time that should have passed in the chamber is stored in the bulk of the pyramid and allowed to flare off once every 24 hours.
Mysterious hieroglyphics. They say that if you stare at these things long enough, they begin to sprout talk balloons. Oh, a pot of glue. I do so love sticky stuff. Oh, look. Someone's been gift wrapping dead people. It's already occupied. Another tall stone slabby thing. They really went for that ethnic look, didn't they? It's a pillar, not a pillow. Well, there's all sorts of obvious things which could be said at this point. Let us maintain our dignity and simply say that this is the preserved and embalmed body of a dead person. And treat the situation with decorum and respect for the deceased. You're waiting for me to say some sort of crash punchline, aren't you? Well, you're not getting it from Mrs. Rincewind's little boy. If in fact she was Mrs. Rincewind, I mean. I can't talk to him and I'm not picking him up. So you better think of something else, I guess. Hello? There's writing all over this stuff. Gold shares up 30 points. Consolidated slave labour up 17. I could have made a killing if only I'd been there. Oh, I'd only get tangled up if I tried to unfurl that. A pair of scissors. Actually, I'm not usually allowed to use the ones with pointy ends. I've just trimmed my nails, thank you. That's nice. One bandaged wooden arm. I sure hope it's not one of those mirage things. I wonder if it's about time my luggage had a bath. Nice vulture. Let's not get too friendly, just in case it follows us home. I'm not touching him. Vulturus vulgaris. 90% beak to 10% brain. Oh, I'd rather not if you don't mind. Yes, they are indeed rocks. How they got here in the middle of the desert, I just don't know. They're too heavy. Guess it's their lunch. Looks like an old mummy's arm. Hang on, there's a ring on one of the fingers. Damn! Looks like I just can't take it from them. They're too clever for that. Oh, it's either water or a mirage. Well, here's to a nice refreshing glass of good hot sand. No time for swimming or for making sandcastles, for that matter. A bandaged wooden arm. I'm not sure that it will ever heal. Don't poke at it, it'll never heal. Aha! A mighty castle. Actually, I'd find it more impressive if it didn't keep wobbling about so much in the wind. A pantomime horse suit. Now, don't tell me, it's sure to be useful somewhere. Yeah, that's right, a chicken. It's got feathers and goes cluck. It's just a chicken. Must we go through this close inspection thing every time? No way, I do have some dignity left. I'd better ask the wardrobe lady first. Not really very useful, I'm afraid. The only things that a suit of armour would protect me against, I'm better off running away from in the first place. No, that's far too heavy for me to wear. A dwarven woman. At least I hope it's a dwarven woman. Greetings, my good man.
Woman. I'm a woman. I might be a dwarf, but I'm still a woman.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I wasn't quite sure how to tell.
And I'm not going to give you any hints. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Dwarf working in the wardrobe department? That's a bit of a girly job, isn't it?
I am a woman.
I'm terribly sorry. I'll come in again. There, that's better. What kind of customer do you normally serve?
Actually, given the usual dress sense round here, a costume shop is a bit of a lost cause.
That horse suit.
You can't afford it, love, but I tell you what. I'll swap you the suit for some new props for our new Jelly Baby and Knights clicky. Costume jewellery would be nice. Anything gaudy and showy? Well, what you waiting for? Go off and quest for something.
Are you absolutely sure you're a woman?
Of course I'm sure. Some of us are secure in our sexual identity, you know.
I think I've just discovered why dwarves are so few and far between. See you later. A rotten arm. Ooh, and with a ring on one finger. Well, at least he went in style. Smooth and round. Nothing unusual there. A ring. Aha. And still drifting with the mystic eastern scent of plague victims. There we are. One Jelly Baby and ring, just for you.
Ooh, Ta, it's going to look wonderful. We need something to go in the navel of sinful Sabrina, the belly dancer in scene 13.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Actually, you could help Sabrina try on her costume if you'd like.
Really? Where is she?
Right here, big boy. Just wait there. I'll go get my bells and tassels.
Gangway! Ooh, lovely. I haven't been crushed by a one-ton weight in, ooh, let's see now, must be years. Let's go and dangerously start playing with it, shall we? A mighty metropolis. Well, either that or another one of those cardboard sets. You have to be kidding! The whole thing would fall down! What's the mailbox doing here? 10. The house number's starting to peel off. Another gorgeous special effects set. Painted without reference material, apparently. Cool. The magic of illusion. Here, if you want to go hoisting this thing up, then you come in here and try it yourself. Ooh, a big, heavy, dangerous weight. Let's see if I can give you a rendition of Rincewind's Concerto in Skull Fracture Major, shall we? Nope. Can't reach it. That leads to makeup.
Right, now let's see what we have here. Oh yes, deathly pale. That's quite fashionable these days. But have I got a face for you? Now, what about this?
This ain't quite my style, sweetheart.
Oh, well, I dare say someone will like it one day. All right, how's about... Yes?
Hey, look at this look. You ever looked at a look looking like this looks? Either my watch is stopped or I'm deaf.
All right, I just know you're going to love this one.
How does that feel?
Hasta la vista, Rincewind.
Look, this isn't working. I want something more direct, more glamorous.
Oh, so you're suddenly the big expert, are you? Bring me a picture of the Elven Queen, then. That's real glamour. I'm not budging so much as a brush until you bring me decent reference material.
At least staffing doesn't seem to be a problem. It's just like I always say. Make a deal with the nethermost hordes of hell and the world will be right at your door. I'd better ask before I take one. What's the label on this paint can say? Special Effects Pigmentation Company, putting the pain into paint since the year of the barking clam. Phew. Maybe it has a magical base. I wonder what it actually does. Oh, there isn't enough to use on me, even supposing I was willing. Aha! There's one of those little camera dwellers now. I'd better ask before I take one. Rincewind, Homo sapiens sorcerus, irritabilis. In reality, I'm a full foot taller, bronzed and rippling with muscles, but it's been a hard night for the artist. Yet another cheap cardboard set. Yeah, I think I'm finally getting the hang of these. I'm afraid I can't pick that up. An art drone. A few more of them and we can start our own games company and leave this lot for a lark. I'd better ask before I take one. Ooh! An Impstomatic camera. Just add your own imp. Things. Dangerous things. Dangerous things best left alone. Can I possibly make myself clearer? I think not. An imp trainer. Now there's something to liven up a curriculum vitae.
Faster! Work faster! Explosions! Put enough explosions into a clicky and who cares what the plot's like? You can put in giant rubber dinosaurs for all I care as long as they explode!
Hello there.
No time to talk. I need more imps to put inside the cameras. Gotta have more special effects over here. Maybe a lightning strike. Nyam! Boom!
Look, you're a busy man. I was just wondering.
Choom! Boom! Pow!
Oh, never mind.
Right, now what we need in this clicky is more explosions. A gallop by crossbow shooting, some buildings falling down, a giant ape climbing a tower, and maybe we can find someone to write a script too.
Perhaps we should just draw a curtain over this sad little scene. So tell me, what are all these imps for?
Cheap and expendable labor. They do all the special effects work. Hell, sometimes they even blow themselves up.
I thought they were just used in cameras.
That was then. This is now. Any imp can operate a camera, but only the most skillful can do blue screen and matte work.
It's a funny old world. I need an imp. To go inside a camera, I mean. You seem to be the right sort of man to talk to.
No, you can't have any. I need them all. We're gonna blow all Ankh-Morpork apart and have it stepped on by a giant crane fly.
A crane fly? That doesn't sound like much of a monster to me.
Well, not to me either, but it does look pretty damn scary if you get it right up close to the camera. But that's not all. We've got explosions, crashing buildings, and screaming women with their clothes artfully disarranged. It's going to be a classic.
That's all very well, but do you think I can borrow an imp for a while so I can do some photography?
Oh yes, take the one on top of the water tank. We don't need him until we do the Valley of the Trolls this afternoon.
Hey, I can see the little blighter in there. The cheeky devil, he poked his tongue out. I can't just walk into a set and get him. ILM. Impish Light and Magic. I'd better just leave the sign be. Ah, the sea is restless. I'm like that myself when I've got sand in my bed. A swim doesn't seem like such a good idea. I could get crashed by all those big waves. It's funny really how you go thousands of miles and meet someone who sort of reminds you of someone else. Ah, a bent stick, how very amusing. You're kidding, why would I want a bent stick? A colourful local shop. And I've got just enough time to stock up on a few billabongs and get my jumbucks restrung. Baskets. Take a good look. You'll probably be weaving these in remedial therapy before you finish this game. I'd better ask Dibula first.
Grubs, mate?
You what?
Grubs. Witchetty grubs. A bonza feed. You can just smell 'em on the barbie now, eh? Come on. The cost's only 3 bits, and at that price, I'm cutting me own didgeridoo.
No, look, I don't want to eat any insect larvae today, thank you.
Could be the mistake of your life, mate. They're yummy.
Ugh. Grubs? Ugh, they smell awful.
You'd be really grateful for a feed of these if you were lost in the desert, mate.
A good advert for buying a map, I feel. Are you sure you live here? You seem awfully familiar to me.
Sure as a platypus is an egg-laying mammal. Now, can I interest you in any quality dinkum merchandise, mate? Picnic hampers, hats with corks. How's about a nice bent stick? I've got a lovely line in those.
No, now look, why don't you sell anything useful?
Useful? It's all useful. See? Here, best thing for that, take a couple of raw insect larvae, cures it like magic.
Like magic?
Well, if it cures it, it'll be magic. Come on, mate, 2 for the price of 1. I'm cutting me own bludger.
Go away. If you locals are so smart, how come there are no bottles attached to that hat?
There were, but the flies have already been and took 'em. Come on, mate, 2 for the price of 1. I'm cutting me own bludger.
Stop saying that. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything.
Ah, sorry. You've worked that out, have you? Yes, we only talk like that when there's foreigners about. The tourist board insists that we maintain the image. In real life, none of us would dream of drinking or swearing or making offensive remarks about women, I assure you. Now then, where was I? Ah, yes. G'day, Dinkum Chunder, Struth, I'm worried about Darlene.
Yes, very bonza. Now go and be colloquial over there, will you? Stand the flaming crows. Oh, now you've got me doing it. This picnic hamper, it's not filled with bugs or anything, is it?
Nah, mate, I'd charge extra for the bugs. It's a bargain. I'll give you the handle for free, but I'm cutting me own billabong.
Ah, bone dye. Sun, surf, sun, sand, surf, heat, flies, and a strange, indescribable smell just hovering somewhere at the back of my nose. Just the place where the dead can enjoy life. Odd. There's something strangely hypnotic about those waves. Must be fun dipping in and out of the surf, dodging the broken bottles and old fish hooks, swerving between the sharks. Sounds like jolly good fun. I wonder how one would go about it. I'll be seeing you then.
Yeah, see you later, mate.
Aha! 4X. A land of surf, sand and flies. The greatest city on the Discworld. All roads lead to Ankh-Morpork. Or was that away from Ankh-Morpork? one croquet hoop. Or, if we're being foreign, we'd say hoopla. Ah, my old friend the arboreal ape. That's the nice thing about Ankh-Morpork. It's an equal opportunity kind of place. He's always ready to knuckle down and work for peanuts too. Busy? Well, I suppose he works for peanuts. So, do you have any ideas about what I should do? I don't know if I want to just sleep on it. Every time I stop moving for a while, these flies start buzzing everywhere. Still, could be worse. Sometimes this zooming star field just seems to start whooshing straight towards my eyes. Sorry. You know, I think I need to get my eyes seen to. Now there's the sort of fella you can rely on. Faithful, intelligent, arboreal. Still, there must be some good in him. I wonder which bit. I don't suppose you've ever... No, it's silly, really. Forget it. Well, it's just... You look to me like the sort of person a friend could rely on. Turn to in times of trouble, you know, or even, for instance, ask to wear the front end of a pantomime horse suit. You do? Well, why didn't you say so? I'd have got you one long ago. It's about time our sort came out of the trunk. A picnic basket? Top ho, I'll go find the infamous 5 and we'll go off and have a real adventure. Feels empty to me.
Ooh. Yes, very nice. Yes, yes. Nah, I don't like it.
Oh no, it's awful. You know what that needs? It needs a good gelding.
Quite right. Whip 'em off and we'll soon see a difference.
Yes, 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 yes.
Time was they'd only let real men in here. They'll let any old rubbish in these days.
Yes, 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 yes.
Mystic temptresses of the East. Not quite as I imagined them, actually. So why do they get such good press? I suppose they must have a good publicity machine. Another shop. Local business must be booming. I'll give it a go, but I think that local surgical appliance technology might not be quite up to the task. Oh, goody. This is the schematics on how to make your own personal pyramid. A pyramid architect. Obviously involved in one of those pyramid sales schemes. Is there much call for your line of work here, then?
No, not really. It's all pyramids these days, and there's not much work you need to actually design them.
They look pretty complex, though. I mean, you have to get the points sharp.
Well, yes, but the mathematics was worked out millennia ago. My only real task these days is trying to fit the client's budget into the calculations. Still, I've had a few ideas. A pyramid-ettes, multi-user pyramid archaeology complexes, etc., etc., etc.
I don't know, it seems needlessly cruel to make fun of someone whose entire life consists of playing with gigantic blocks. Why are pyramids so popular?
Well, it's all just a matter of time.
Time?
Yes. Well, a lack of time. You see, pyramids alter the flow of time, slow it up, or sometimes accelerate it. So, what the people want is for me to make a pyramid where time slows almost to a stop at the middle. Then when they feel themselves begin to croak, they can bung themselves in there, and hopefully, in a millennia or two, someone will have figured out a cure for what ails them.
And does anyone ever figure out a cure for what ails them?
No, of course not. They're all too busy building pyramids. I have a terrific design here for a reverse pyramid, one for accelerating time. It's great. I can age wine in a second. But do you think I can get the funds or equipment to build it? No. It's always design a maze to protect the King of Kings this, or raise a monument to the King of Kings that. Call that a profession? 'Cause I don't.
Just think, I know where to come if ever I want to change the flow of time. I wish I could skip past this next few hours of gameplay and see how the end credits turned out. Well, that's it for now. A chart of a pyramid. Gad, now there's a pointed clue. I wonder if these things really do change the speed of passing time. Nope, it's glued down. Actually, since all pyramids are the same, I wonder how often he ever really needs to use his design equipment. No, I'd rather just keep returning to the drawing board. A scale model pyramid? Well, I suppose you could always use it for keeping razor blades sharp. For one thing, you could probably grind the razor blades to a nice edge up against the sides of the wretched thing. I don't think I'd better take it. Plans and more plans. Probably pyramid designs that didn't work. No thanks, I've already got my own plans. And they don't involve hanging out with you forever.
Popping
Blah?
humors.
Oh no. Why is it that the eerie things in life have such powers of replication and endurance?
Popping humors. Genuine popping humors. Take it home and do it yourself. I let it go at half price, even though I'm cutting my own hand off. Off. Or relics. Relics of Fendi. Brand new relics, only half a dinar.
New relics? How can you have new relics?
Through the magic of pyramid power, Fendi. Through the effects of time distortion, we now can bring you all the prestige of ancient artifacts without the annoyance of having broken old rubbish cluttering up the house. Greetings, O pointy-headed one. Are you perhaps interested in owning a very perfect and beautiful bridge? 10,000 dinars, and I'm cutting off my own Farouk at twice the price.
A bridge? In the middle of the desert?
If the need should ever come, Effendi, you will be just that much further ahead of the rush.
I don't believe this. I so love foreign travel. It lets you see that all the foreigners are just like the people you've left at home. A bunch of self-obsessed, ungrateful layabouts. So what's all this about pyramid power then?
Ah, my esteemed dress-bedecked one. The pyramids are mystic centers of great power. Within them, time is slowed or time is sped. And they also sharpen hamburger and keep razor blades fresh. Ha-ha! 4 functions for the price of 1. Yours for a desert song, Effendi. 1,000 dinar, and hey, I'm cutting my own hand off.
No, thank you. I'm trying to give them up. Oh, well. It seems I now know how to see a man about a pyramid. It should come in handy someday. It'd be terrible needing a pyramid in a hurry and finding all the shops shut. See you later. Candy Rock, straight from Big Rock Candy Mountain. Oh, look. Apparently this stuff comes in coal tar, sulphur and new phosphate flavours. I better ask the storekeeper first. Oh, look, it's a man selling rocks for use at stonings. Funny. This sort of reminds me of something.
Stone, sir.
You what?
Stone, sir. For the executions. Good, solid stone, guaranteed streamlined. Or we've got lightweight models here, designed for those caught at the back of the crowd.
I'm sorry, I seem to have this awful sense of deja vu.
Should I mention the fact that women aren't allowed at the stoning, sir?
It's amazing, I think I've had this deja vu before. You know, there's something familiar about this whole scene. And you, there's something familiar about your voice. Yeah, the graphics may have changed, but the voice is definitely the same.
Oh, don't know what you're referring to, sir. Now, can I interest you in rocks?
No, not just at the moment, thank you. You're a rather rock-loving sort of fellow. Do you have any candy rock?
What, like trolls eat and lose all their teeth on? Yup, there's a slab of it just here. It's terrifically popular. Well, you can throw it at someone and no one gets hurt, see? Good stuff for stonings. I mean, you get to stone the victim all over again on another day.
So this candy rock, can I have it then?
Oh, certainly. I mean, why bother even paying any money? I'm just glad to be of help.
Yes.
Sorry about that, sir. It's just supply and demand. Maybe you should try the next stoning. It should only be in a full moon or 2. Someone's sure to have done something stonable by then.
I can't wait for 2 full moons. I'm on a timetable, I am. What am I going to do now?
Have you ever considered, sir, engaging in a long and almost pointless quest to achieve the same results we almost had squared away a mere few seconds ago, sir?
Do I look the sort of person who'd go... I do, don't I? I really do. A piece of knotted string in the guise of a human man wearing the name Uri Geller. Perhaps I should attempt to communicate.
Witness the all-powerful mystic-type skills of what would be the Far East if that direction existed here. Watch now as Uri Geller manipulates the metal objects with the modern powers of his magnificent brain. Strain! Oh, the end has fallen off.
Greetings, little fakir of the pharaohs.
Greetings, my good man. Here, See, now revealed before you, the wonders of the Fakir's art. Flashy, blam, splunge.
Yes, I don't think I quite follow.
Do you dare to doubt my powers? Aha! Now I shall strike the infidel with my magnificent straightening type powers. Strain! Strain! Straining! Feel anything yet?
Well, my back stopped hurting, if that's what you mean.
See the awesome might of Uri Geller!
A mystic, eh?
Mock not the powers that your tiny man cannot understand. Watch now as you face the wrath of Uri Geller! Strain! Strain! Strain!
All right, so what do you do?
Uri Geller uses the power of the mind to restart hourglasses and to bend and unbend the metal things and to find out tomorrow's news today.
So does it work?
Uri also has a special skill at putting things on top of other things.
How lovely for you. Look, you being a mystic and all, you wouldn't happen to know anything about jingles, would you?
Uri Geller knows all about jingles. You bring Uri bells and he will make them jingle. You want big jingle or little jingle?
You'll be hearing bells soon if you don't pay attention. I mean jingle as in short, catchy song. Some meaningless little tune that goes around and around in your head all day.
Ah, now Uri understands. You mean like philosophy, but to music?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, Uri knows of philosopher. He in desert. Uri try and remember. Strain! 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 Uri, pleased to be of assistance. Witness the all-powerful mystic-type skills of what would be the Far East if that direction existed here. Watch now as Uri Geller manipulates the metal objects with the modern powers of his magnificent brain. Strain! 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 Oh, the end has fallen off.
For asking about the Fountain of Youth. All right, what about these other mystic powers then?
We have their fabulous pyramid powers of time and space. We have the mystic men sitting in deserts, and we have cut-rate camels, although they're not quite so mystic, but they can't half spit.
Oh, really? Is that all?
You want more? Then we have the Fountain of Youth. Yes, indeed, you can get a second childhood without all the dribbling and unfortunate bad type smells.
Now that sounds more like it. Where might I find that?
Oh, I've forgotten.
When they call your people fakers, they're not joking, are they?
How dare you cast aspersions on my mighty powers of, what's it called? It was on the tip of my tongue. Mine's gone blank. Memory. There is a prospector what comes through here every now and again. He goes everywhere. He's been around for centuries. You ask him if he's ever seen a greater sage than Uri Geller.
So much for the mystics of the desert. A mad spoon straightener, a flock of hooting biddies, and some tall stone pointy things that you can't even wear. See you later. Eight croquet hoops made from bent pieces of wire. No, I'm afraid they're far too hard for me to bend back into shape.
Hummus.
I say, can you maybe do me a little favour? I have some things here that need straightening out.
No problems, my good man. Strain! 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 Oh, my nose has started to bleed. Now look what you have made me do, all down the front of Dad's good shirt.
Popping humors.
That leads to the stoning area. Now that's a wonderful steak. Tall, straight, pure teak wood. These people certainly know how to give bondage a sense of class. Oh, Dad, I could plant a steak in there. Yes, I'm looking closer. I think it's still a wall, but we're still waiting for the last few votes to come in. Are you kidding? I'm not going to be the first against the wall. Now, why are those things following me everywhere? A pair of birds just having a good carry-on. Carry-on, get it? There's not really much you can say about a cartwheel in the desert.
Oh, Angus! Angus! Angus, where are... Oh, there you are. Oh, you look better every day, Angus. What with the sun and the sand, an exclusive diet of mushrooms. I'd go quite mad if it wasn't for you, Angus. No! No, 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 no! You can't play a king on a 7. You cheating little... Get off! How many cards do you have there, anyway?
Ah, a holy madman on a wheel. He must be sage of the desert. He'd be in real trouble if I had some onions. A desert prophet. Oh, lovely. He's mad as a kite, smells like a pot of earwig stew, and just guess who gets to talk to him. Hello there up the pole.
Angus! Angus! There's someone at the pole! What? Well, put it down right now! You can give yourself a disease like that! Ah! Oh, there's a pyramid walking about on legs!
Look, I don't want to be any bother. I'm just wondering why you're at the pole. Not to mention round the bend.
Hermiting! It's all the rage in these parts, you know! You can't be wise unless you're hermiting. Angus, we have guests. Put out another sucking pig mirage for dinner.
No, that won't be necessary. I'll be fleeing in terror in about 3 minutes' time. So this friend of yours?
Oh, Angus? Angus, it's for you. If you want Angus, you should have rung the second bell. It's clearly marked on the door.
No, look, I'm not here to talk to...
Oh, don't keep Angus waiting. He's a busy man. Busy man. If it wasn't for him, I think I'd go insane.
Well, I'll tell you what. You just let him get on, and I'll come back later at a better time. So you're good then, are you? I mean, you know, wise.
Wise? If I was any wiser, I'd be a leopard skin bikini.
That wise, eh?
Aha! I'm so wise that I will now provide you with your heart's desire. A jingle written for your sinful modern type clicky film. Yes. No, Angus, no. No, not now, thank you, I'm busy. Baste it for 12 minutes, 12! Fool, and fool again! How can you never remember? Aha, there! Here's a jingle written expressly for your clicky project to promote death. Oh, promote the death.
What? You've written it for me now? Just like that? No quests or anything? Wonderful! Thank you very much!
You're most welcome!
So can I have it?
No!
I might have known. There's going to be a quest after all, isn't there?
Not for me, but for Angus! He says he's sick and tired of being woken up all hours of the night by people coming here and asking us the riddle that has baffled philosophers since the dawn of time. Why?
Why? Why what?
Why anything? Why everything? Why are we here? Why are you here? Why am I here?
Now that's a hard one. Right then. It's not like you're asking me to do anything difficult. Why? That's the question, okay? No problem. Right. Well, I'll just go off and find this answer for your invisible friend Angus, shall I? Is that fine by everybody? Right? Good. Well, here I go. Good old Rincewind has nothing better to do than trudge all over the disc, fetching one bloody thing after another.
Right, now, where were we? Oh, yes. Dealer...
The suffragesta, doing what I can only call a tied-up routine.
Women want the joke. Jokes for women. Female jesters can be every bit as dried up and cliched as a man. We shall not be moved.
Oh, no, not again.
We shall not be moved.
What, never?
What? Well, obviously not never. I mean, there's cause of nature for a start. The protest would lose some of its majesty if I didn't nip off now and then for a quick, well, you know.
Oh, I see.
Then there's sundry other emergencies. I mean, if a tidal wave, right, came sweeping this way, right, then the protest itself could hardly be seen to suffer if I screamed in fright, untied myself and fled in the opposite direction. Just common sense, really. Live to fight another day, that sort of thing. Still, all in all, we will not be moved involuntarily, except by cause of nature, cause of supernature, or through other extraneous circumstances that we can't really control.
Fine. Possibly the most carefully thought-out protest song I've ever heard. It seems to me there has to be a better way of doing this sort of thing. Have you ever considered maybe distributing leaflets?
Thought of it. but it's a bit hard passing out leaflets when I'm roped up here, right?
I don't think you quite understand my point. But then who does? Is it a good place for this kind of thing? I mean, is the university garden really the most effective place to be getting your message across?
Not really. Still, what it lacks in street presence, I feel it makes up for with a certain rural charm, don't you? Ah, sun in the trees, the wind in my hair, the rather interesting feel of hemp bounds as they restrain me. Are you married at all?
Excuse me, I think I hear my mother calling. Leaving us, of course, to ask the question, just how does she manage to tie up both of her own ends? Goodbye! So this is the university compost heap. Everyone always goes on about recycling as though it's such a thrill. It's a load of rot. I mean, think about it. You're encouraging the breeding of a vast mound of bacteria in your own home. Surely the one in your sock drawer is good enough for you. A steak! It might be better if it were lovingly wrapped in bacon, lightly fried, then brushed with sauce. But food doesn't seem to feature largely in my life these days. Long and sharp. What more can I say?
Oh, I'm in the mood for love. Love is the thing I've been thinking of. Love is what is on my mind right now. And also romance is on my mind as well.
Granny Weatherwax. A tough lady, this one. Casananda, a 20-foot libido in a body measuring 4'1". I wonder why he's so popular. I suppose it's not what you've got, it's how you use it.
Oh, I'm
Excuse me.
in the mood for love.
I said
Love
excuse
is
me!
the thing I've been thinking
I just want to... Shut
Love
up,
is
please!
what is on my mind right
Tell
now.
him to shut up!
And
Otherwise
also
he's gonna be
romance is
swimming
on my
around
mind
in a
as
jam
well.
I'm trying!
What?
Never mind!
Oh, shut up.
Why don't you leave this poor silver-bearded old woman alone?
Never. I am Casananda, the second greatest lover who ever lived. And this woman's beauty, oh, she sings to me. Well, at least until my next challenge. I'm now ready for more women. Hey, I take them all on at once.
Oh dear. Right, well I'll just leave you to your hopeless task, shall I? Still, it seems a shame to see you wasting yourself on...
Wasting?
Well, a man like you shouldn't be content with second best, should he? For instance, I met a few women just recently. Dark, mysterious, energetic.
Where? Where?
Would you believe Jelly Baby? Clearly I'm dealing with inferior intellects, which are hard to find, believe me. Thank heaven that stupid dwarf is gone.
Thank you, young man. I just can't imagine what he wanted. Now, what can I do for you?
What are you doing here in the morgue?
Practicing.
I didn't think it needed much practice. I thought it just sort of happened.
Oh, no, you have to work at it. Good grief, it certainly doesn't just happen. It needs work, man. And you have to practice if you're gonna do it right. There's your technique, your projection, and then of course there's control and endurance. Very important, endurance.
Endurance? But it lasts forever. That's the point of the whole thing.
What? Mind projection? I only ever have the energy to do it for 2 or 3 hours, and I'm pretty damn good, let me tell you.
Mind projection?
Yeah, into ravens and rabbits and such like. Very important witch talent, mind projection. Why? What did you think I was talking about?
Nothing. Never mind. Just forget I mentioned it. My word, I wouldn't like to get on the wrong side of that lady. Maybe there isn't even a right side. For asking about elves. Tell me, elves, are they in your area of expertise at all?
Oh yes, you've come to the right woman. Elves? I wouldn't trust those magic-wielding backstabbers any further than I could throw a very large heavy thing. And the elf queen is the worst. Glamour, you see. She can hold a man captive without uttering a word.
Ah, I see. The evil spell of her eyes, eh?
Can't say anyone's ever looked high enough to notice her eyes. You can find the entrance to their world in a stone circle near Lancre. But don't walk in. They spot anything that ain't unnatural, anything that ain't an elf, a unicorn, or an ogre without at least 3 heads and a major dental problem. And they'll have you sucking on your toes and singing tra-la-la-lolly quicker than spit in your eye. They'll do that too.
Call this death, do you? In my day, people knew how to die properly. Tunnels, white lights, booming voices, the choir invisible. Right, that is it. If a job's worth doing, then it's worth doing yourself in. Oik!
Nice day for it.
Drop dead!
Just the thing for hanging something on. Despite what you may want, I can't really hang myself off this hook. A 1-ton weight. Or, to put it another way, a 1-ton weight. Remarkable. It doesn't feel that heavy. needs to be heavier. Looks like a wrecker's ball, but is it heavy enough? A sticker with a number 10 on it. 1,000,000 household uses, no doubt. Just have to wait and see. I doubt that sticking that on myself would make me a perfect 10. Now that's the ticket. The wrecking ball to end all wrecking balls. Actually, what is a wrecker's ball? And why am I never invited? Now that is a novelty. Little Discworld snowstorms. I wouldn't catch them even if I could. I just wish that they would stop following me. A hole, begging for a steak, I would say. It's too small. The suffragista, still in there and protesting like mad. I wonder how it feels to be swallowed by an ambulatory pearwood trunk. Seems to help clear up her complexion, actually. I might give it a try myself. It's bad enough poking fun at her.
Jokes for women. Women want the joke.
Stone him! Yes, yes, yes! On the head! Ooh! Get 'em! Get 'em!
Oh dear, that deja vu headache is coming on again. Oh, well, it's what the punters want. Still, at least they know what's supposed to happen. Yada, 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 yada. Ah, here we are. In that she did take comedy in vain is hereby sentenced to be stoned by soft, chewy rock candy.
What? Taken comedy in vain? How?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It does. Define your terms, you fascist.
Well, it's for lame comedy then. Stuff that's lifeless, dull. The sort of rubbish you get when you lamely parrot off other people's material instead of coming out with something worthwhile all of your own. Stop that!
But you were parroting.
I am not parroting. I am parodying. Parodying. Completely different. Parodying. Remember that, and then we don't get sued.
Oh dear.
Stop it! Stop it! Now, who threw that? Was it you?
Yes.
Well?
Well, she was parroting.
Stop it! Stop it! Right. No one is to stone anybody.
And until you blow this whistle.
We've seen it. That's parroting.
Stone him! Stone him!
Not me! No, I'm not the one who wanted this stuff! They made me do it!
I say, shall we call this one the dead parroting sketch?
Watch it.
I used to have a chunk of rope just like that back when I was a boy. Oh. It was called Sydney. Sydney the piece of string. I have no further use for that. A kind of bent stick type thing. These things should come with an instruction manual. I'll get rid of this thing yet. Well, we're on the right track. I'm not sure where that leads. Locked! Now that strikes me as being suspiciously unfriendly. Nope, can't budge it. Ah, a sort of low-technology security chain. A troll. 50% violence to 90% pectoral muscles to 5% brain. He'd point out the mathematical discrepancy himself, but he's still waiting for his vocabulary to be delivered.
Wallop.
Wallop! Ouch! Ouch! Oh, no! No! Oh! Oh, bleed! 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 Oh, pain! 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 Arr! Oh, God, stop it! Arr! Bang! Punch! Punch!
What are you doing?
I'm practicing our next few lines.
What lines?
The ones where I wallop you on the head.
Ah, yes, well, let's just avoid those pages entirely, shall we? Anyway, I happen to know there's no animation showing me being hit on the head. Why do you think the librarian's let me off so easily this time?
Oh, aye. I had wondered.
What's up there beyond the gate?
Oh, that's where they're going to shoot the next big clicky. Famous star, I hear. People are dying to see him. Maybe I'll get a bit part. You never know. I might need the odd rock or maybe even a landslide. I'm good at landslides.
I thought you were in security.
Aye, but I have my hopes. You see, my cousin just did Trolls Prefer Blondes. Had a star enrolled too. All the food he could eat as well. Although the hair did stuck in his teeth a bit.
He ate the blonde?
Nah, it wasn't a part of the equity rules, or some such thing like that. They hired stunt doubles, you see.
Stunt doubles?
Oh aye, they looked like the star, but weren't actually her, if you know what I mean. Tasted good though, my cousin said.
So you're the security around here, are you?
Security? Ah, that's right. I'll look after the what's-its, the sets, that's it. And the trailers and the canteen.
Canteen? So tell me, what's the food like here?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I order in. The local quarry delivers now. A good choice of fine rocks at competitive prices. They even supply ketchup, you know.
What? You eat rocks? Must be awful on your teeth.
Nah, troll teeth are the hardest substance known, and they're always sparkling clean too.
I always think it's slightly wrong to take advantage of those dumber than myself. Just think, there but for completely different genetic structure and IQ rating go I. Still, tough luck for him. For asking about the key to the trailer. How do I get into that trailer over there?
What, through the door? You mean you want to go through the door?
Well, of course that's what I mean.
Now what do you want to go doing that for?
Because the wall has a solid, wall-y kind of look. The key, right?
Well, I could only really give the key to someone who could provide me with 3 rooster feathers, a piece of string, and a huge clockwork.
That's it. No, I draw the line right there. No quest, no items, no pathetic excuses for, quote, lateral thinking as I go stumbling about trying to guess what I have to fetch this time. Just give me the key!
Why? I had my heart set on that piece of string.
All right, we'll try logic. Now look, are you aware that there are multiple outcomes to each and every action that we take? Just say yes.
Yes.
Right. Well, that means that somewhere in the universe, there's an alternative world where you've already given me the key. Say yes.
Yes.
So since you've already given it to me, there's no harm in me taking the thing in hand right now. I mean, I've already used it once.
Oh, right you are then. Here you go.
There. Let's see them make a game puzzle out of that one. Candy rock. And I do mean candy rock. As in, if I eat it, I'll be sipping milky tea through a straw for the rest of my life. It feels too hard to actually eat. Anyway, here, try some candy rock. I bought it over from Jelly Baby, especially for you.
Oh, thanks. Oh, my tooth. Oh, no, my tooth. Oh, my tooth. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts me. Oh, I want my mummy. I want my mummy now.
Okay, don't cry. Lime scale everywhere. I'll see what I can do to pull it out for you.
No.
A length of rope. Sort of like string on steroids.
No.
Yippee! Let's tie ourselves up, shall we?
Oh. No.
Good idea, but not just yet.
No. Oh. No. Oh. No.
The key to a trailer.
Oh. No.
Lavender scented. Feels just like a key to me.
Oh. No. Oh. No. Oh. No.
Here, let me try something. This should work.
Oh.
I've finished with him for now. That leads to the milkmaid's trailer. It was a cutout all the time. I could have just walked around. Don't say a word, just don't say a darn word. Like they say, diamonds are forever, but oranges are for half-time. Somehow I think that the plot calls for me to add to her collection, not detract from it. A chaise lounge. If you lounge about on them, then why are they called a chaise? Or is it better not to ask? You'll have to wait. The chaise scene is at the end of the game. The milkmaid. From rags to riches to skimpy lingerie, all in one fabulous lifetime.
What do you want now, then?
I was just wondering whether you were free. That is, if you might consider being part of a very special cliquey that we're making.
Oh, sure. But, I get lonely on the set. You'll have to find me a little friend.
Friend?
Yeah, I lost my last one, you see.
Friend, oh, I see. For your ring, a little friend. Right, no rest for the weary. A diamond tooth, just the thing to bring a gleam into a wee girlie's eye. Feels like a diamond to me. One diamond, reasonably clean, all for you. Now get out there and star in my cliquey, or I'll take away all your makeup and ban you from ever visiting a hairdresser again.
You heartless beast! Gee, anyone would think you've been round the world for this here thing.
Sparkly. I wouldn't want to break it. Just what we needed. Dibbler in cut-me-own casting couch mode.
There you are, friend. There you are. Now remember, a jingle, a set of novelties, and a gorgeous babe.
I might be able to do it for you with less, but even now, I'm cutting my own throat.
About these novelties.
Yes, novelties. Something new, something you don't see every day. But most importantly, something free. Well, as far as girls go, I mean, we need attitude, we need style. But most of all, she has to have...
Yes, I think I get the picture.
Remember, for a jingle, you'll need the words and a band to sing the thing. You've got to get a song and the singers.
Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine. The anthill, a marvel of nature. Such complexity, such assured instinctive engineering. A whole little society blossoming, evolving and growing right here before our wondering little eyes. Now let's go and find a magnifying glass. I'm not picking up ants by hand. Anyway, I'd have to lure them out first. A hamper filled with scrummy food. I've got no right to eat the props. An ironing board might have a dozen fascinating uses, and as soon as I figure one out, I'll get right back to you. Why do I suddenly feel like I'm in a sports sim? Surf's up! Cowabunga, dudes! I've no idea what that means, but it sounds right. Yo! Feels long and smooth. Just needs water now. A handmade clay pot, currently empty, with a maker's mark lovingly inscribed in teeth marks along the rim. Embalming glue, guaranteed for 1,000 years. If it doesn't, you can go back and complain. If I played with that, I'd only stick my hands together. Okay, now we're cooking. Let's see me fall off it now. Primitive paintings of sheep, preserved here just as they were tens of thousands of years ago. They are, of course, doing just exactly what sheep were also doing tens of dozens of seconds ago. Basically, sheep are just sheep. I don't think I can actually remove them. I'll have to make a copy somehow. Small, offensive, looks like a road accident in a bag. Yep, it's an imp, all right. Touching imps is something I would rather avoid. An imp-stomatic camera. Badly in need of an imp to power it. Now we're ready to take pictures. The gateway to the Elven Kingdom. No matter how closely you have me examine them, I'm afraid they're always just going to be stones. Hang on. You know, maybe this is one of those interdimensional gates I've heard tell about. My own camera. Now all I need is a slide projector and a new reign of terror could begin. Better not touch it, it probably bites. A clown's hooter. Now I can blow my own horn at last. There we are, one sticky hooter. A pantomime horsey suit. Yeah, it smells like someone's been... Well, it smells, if you get my drift. There we go, one unicorn suit. My old friend the librarian, who, quite frankly, smells like a giant ape. Hey, you took the front end.
And don't come back.
You set foot in here again, and you'll be taking your ears home in your hat.
We are fey creatures of the twilight, pal, not little tooth fairies.
The difference is, we take all your teeth and put your head under the pillow. Hey, by the way, isn't it time the Queen's pet came back? It's been gone a long time.
Oh, they always find their way home.
Try taking it out and clicking it on me. I feel strangely confined in this window. My very own unicorn suit, and it already has a front end. Don't know why I have to be the rear end.
All hail me.
What?
Come on, all hail me. It's been 10 minutes since anyone said how fearsomely beautiful I am.
Oh, right. Well, you're dangerously attractive, maddeningly gorgeous,
Yes?
You're wonderful. You can torture small animals in a very regal way. You can do amazing things with your hair.
Well, what about you? Why haven't you said anything? Guards, off with his head.
Wait, I meant to say something, but...
But what?
But I was struck dumb by your beauty. That's it. Phew.
All right. Slightly crawly, but you can keep all your bits if you stand over there and croak like a frog.
Ribbit! Ribbit! Ribbit!
Absolute power. Who can say it isn't wonderful?
Ribbit!
Keep it going. You've still got plenty of
Ribbit.
little bits that can be chopped off, you know.
Sorry, ribbit! 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 Ribbit!
Ah, elves.
Ribbit!
Just think of all the things they've given us, like songs that go
Ribbit.
tra-la-la-la-la-la-lee, and knitted caps dipped in human blood.
Ribbit!
Wholesome traditions such as baby snatching. Ah, the beauty of the fairy realms. Shh,
Ribbit!
I don't want to give myself away. If I were a fairy tale stereotype with nothing better to do all day than pay homage to a self-obsessed psychotic maniac of a queen, I'd hope that I could wear my misfortune with dignity, with stoicism and with pride. Or, on the other hand,
Ribbit.
I could just try moping about looking sorry for myself like this gothic fool here.
Ribbit!
Elves. What a happy family.
Ribbit!
Mind you, I'm thinking of the kind of family that ends up holed up from the cops in some canyon somewhere.
Ribbit!
The Elf Queen's
Ribbit.
throne, I presume. If this upholstery could speak, what stories it would have to
Ribbit.
tell.
Ribbit! Ribbit!
Smile. Say children's
Ribbit.
blood.
Ribbit! 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 Ribbit!
Someone's been performing surgery on my unicorn. I
Ribbit.
didn't even get a chance to watch.
There's something inside it.
Ugh. It's been eating something
Ribbit.
revolting. Guards, off with anything they have left. Not you.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
What the hell was that?
Who cares? Can I borrow your eyeliner?
Be my guest, dear.
A hamper filled with scrummy food, topped with ants too. I'm not touching that, you never know where it's been. Blasted little blighters. Looks like I'll have to entice them out. Eight pieces of straightened wire. Nope, I can't do anything with these. Plans on how to make a model pyramid. Useful stuff if you ever need to start a business sharpening razor blades. I'd better get the machine working first. Strike a light. I'd only set fire to the inventory window. I should put on some protection first. Let's leave well enough alone. Perhaps when we finish the game, then I might try it on. Nothing in there, it's empty. A clay pot, full to the brim with delicious honey. Ooh, all sticky and yummy. A scale model pyramid. Perfect for keeping scale model mummies fresh. I haven't time to sit under it and meditate. You know, as I stand and gaze at this sort of scientific achievement, it makes... Ooh, it just makes goosebumps shiver all up and down my spine.
Hey, don't scratch it. It's probably some of my ants.
So tell me, what wonderful solutions has Hex provided us with of late?
Well, now that you mention it, Hex hasn't done a great deal since I last saw you. It's like broken. That's not to say that with the right ants it couldn't like calculate pi or even the Arch-Chancellor's inside leg measurement.
So as I see it, I can't get Hex to work without collecting a number of ants. I can't get the ants, apparently, without travelling to far-off climes and collecting the darn things. Leading to a lovely series of little sub-quests designed to chew up at least 6 or 7 hours of our valuable time. But is this living? I mean, following these Russian doll problems one after another, it's not much of a life for an enterprising chap like me. I want adventure. I want excitement. I want action.
I want ants.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Right, Hex, I want you to tell me the answer to the question, why?
There. Now that wasn't so bad. You see what just a little bit of patience can...
Shut up and tell me the damned answer!
Ah. Now let me see.
Well?
Oh. It says... because.
Is that all? Because?
Well, it also says... blip, blip, blip. Out of cheese error. Blip, blip, blip. Cannot find drive Z. Blip, blip, blip. Unrecoverable application error. Blip, blip, blip. Please reboot universe. Blip, blip, blip. Year of the sloth. Blip, blip, blip.
Oh, blip. I'm already spun out enough by this game.
Oh, like, wow. I see like a totally new world. It's a view into possibilities that might or might not be. Cosmic uncertainty, man. Kind of like you've got an animal inside this box, only it's a cat.
The box is a cat?
Yeah, but sometimes it's like dead. Oh man, you just have to climb in this thing for yourself and go for a ride.
Oh, lovely. So you're a research fellow, are you? Free housing, a wage and medical benefits, and this is what we get for all our outlay?
It's not such a good job. I'd leave it if it weren't for the perks.
What have you been doing?
It's like a manifestation of cosmic energy.
Looks like a giant centrifuge to me.
Yeah, but it's like spiritually purifying. It removes the extraneous elements of the soul.
Really? So what did you lose?
I lost, right, all the unneeded creamed corn and diced carrots that had burdened my psyche, like, for so long. It's incredible, right? I mean, I never even knew I had them in there.
Oh, fine. One wonders if the public knows that their valuable taxes are being spent on the creation of a giant merry-go-round. Still, there might be some sort of use come out of it. You could charge kids 10 groats a go and watch them spew candy floss all over the walls. At least it will give the ants something for lunch. Ugh. Thank goodness this robe is washable. You, on the other hand, appear not to be. Why don't you have another ride? Well, that's enough of this conversation for me. The answer to the question, why, feels like a little card with strange holes punched in it.
Angus! Angus, don't put those in there! You know they breed like flies! Oh, they are flies! Well, in which case, bring the popcorn and we'll watch them! Ooh!
Hello? Hello? Look, have I come at a bad time?
No, lad, no! We're just settling down to a nice evening by the fire.
I brought the answer, you know, to why.
Well done, lad, well done!
It's probably not what you expected.
Out with it!
It's a bit short.
Speak up, lad, speak up!
Well, all right. It's not really very conclusive. It just says, because. Then it says, blip 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 out of cheese error, blip 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 cannot find drive Z, blip 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 unrecoverable application error, blip 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 please reboot universe, blip 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 year of the sloth, blip blip blip.
Angus! Angus, you were right! You were right! You were right! Angus, stop doing that right now and listen to me!
Normally, I'd hang around long enough to check the goods, but in this case, a frenzied departure might be more advisable. All right, we've got it. Here it is, one prime jingle just for you.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Can you get me another one?
What?
Only kidding.
For telling Dibbler you found the babe. Let's just leave her alone. I found us our babe, Mr. Dibbler.
Can she act?
Of course she can act. She's a thespian.
Yeah, well, that won't matter. That's very trendy these days. Fine. Well, consider her signed up.
Oh, pretty. Little glass snow scenes of the Discworld. Pretty. Oh, how pretty. Here we go. Novelties.
Novelties? You call these novelties? I've never seen the likes of this sort of thing before.
Exactly. That's why they're novelties.
Go. I suppose so. I hate it when logic turns against me.
Look, can you go and get philosophical on someone else's time, please? Some of us have got a game to play. For telling Dibbler you found the band. I'm not touching that. You never know where it's been. I found the band, Mr. Dibbler.
Excellent. Are they good? Do they have the sleek, well-fed look of success?
Good gods, no. They're all musicians.
Oh, well, sign them on. That's the drawback of music, having to have all these musicians around.
OK, I think we have everything. The jingle, the band, the girl, the novelties.
Haven't you forgotten something?
No, I don't think so.
What about the lead actor? He's still in makeup. I'm afraid we'll need him before we can start shooting.
OK. It's not as if I've forgotten anything important. Death, fearsome spectre at the exit of our lives. Well, it's nice to know he can unwind. I don't think he's in the mood for idle conversation. Our very own makeup girl. I'd call her airheaded, but local gases might take it as a bit of an insult. How about this picture you need? Do you know how to find any elves?
No idea. Why don't you ask the elves?
Now, I'm going to ask you that question again very, very carefully. And this time, I'd like you to watch my lips.
There's no need to be like that. Why don't you go and find a witch or something? They know about elves.
Film of the Elf Queen, eh? We better get a big screen for this one. Basically, it feels smooth with little holes in the edges.
Right, stand back and here we go.
Smokin'!
There's got to be a better use for the film than that. That's it. I think we have everything. The jingle, the band, the girl, the novelties. Not to mention that the lead actor's out of makeup and ready to go.
Right then. So it's lights, camera, angstrom.
Don't you mean action?
Oh, well, I suppose so, if you think that's easier. Come on, we got some filming to do.
I'm ready for my close-up now, Mr. Dibbler.
All right, lights, camera, Achtung, action, actinium, I'll get on with it. Cue death.
Now is the winter of our discontent, made all the more drizzly by the lack of death. Ooh, to be or not to be, that is the question. Whether to be extremely cool, reach the heights of fashion, and snuff it, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
So, what do you think?
I'm trying not to.
Ready? Cue piano.
Piano?
Roll 'em.
Makeup? Now is the winter of our discontent, made all the more drizzly by the lack of death. Ooh, to be or not to be, that's the question. Whether to be extremely cool, reach the heights of fashion and snuff it, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
Ready for the porcelain scene?
Look, can we just discuss this script for a moment?
Roll 'em.
Makeup? Now is the winter of our tent, the discontent, made all the more drizzly by the lack of death. Oh, to be or not to be, that is the answer. Whether to be extremely cold, reaching the heights of fashion and sniffing, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
Okay, everyone. The being smashed by a safe scene. And roll 'em.
Now, look here. Makeup.
Now, Mr. Dibbler, now!
What? What's he talking about?
Nothing, love, nothing. Now look, I told you before, it'll be far too messy.
Help! I want to see my agent.
All right, now, Death, stand by for Julian's extra special scene. And cue.
Here, wait a minute. What's all this about a special scene?
Read your script, love. Here, Julian, explain how this next bit goes, will you?
It goes whoosh! Blam! Stuff flying everywhere!
Did you not tell our boy that there were special scenes involved?
I'm not doing it.
Oh, all right. I'll go and find a stunt double. Honestly, you get some people in front of a camera and they think they're the Queen of the May. A skeleton stunt double indeed. Yes, I'm not sure this is really quite his look. I better not disturb him at this time. He's a method actor, you know. Although what method, nobody knows. Looks like the door to some secret society, or my name isn't Brother Rincewind. Hello there!
Ha! A likely story. That's just the sort of attitude I've come to expect from you living fascists.
What? I never said a word.
Words? Yeah, right. That's where it starts. Dead common. Dead boring. You've used them. Don't say you haven't.
I'm not prejudiced. I'm dead set against it.
See? There you go. If there's ever going to be any justice for us undead, then we have to start at the grassroots.
Oh, a bit lower than that, surely.
Don't you try to dictate our level of activity. Lively. Dead right. That's what we want. So if you're not dead, then drop dead. This club's for the children of the night, so if you want to live it up, right, you go elsewhere.
Phew, a death certificate. Now that I'm decently dead, I can get on with my life.
Oh, so you are dead then? I should have guessed from the fashions. All right, in you come, Brother...
Rincewind.
Brother Rincething. In you pop, the meeting's just starting. Greetings, brothers!
And sisters.
Oh, sorry, and sisters. Allow me to introduce our newest member.
Rincewind.
Rincewipe.
Rincewind. Wind.
Ah, that's just a touch of gas, brother. Happens to the best of us. Poltergeist? What? Is he a poltergeist? What? Him being a wind and all? Yeah, probably. Any road. Brethren and brethren women, let us now all join in singing our Fresh Start Club anthem. A one and a two. And more pork, and then that stirs the blood. It's streets, it's thousands, palaces, it's strangely sticky mud. Let not some wicked foreigner thy noble must besmirch, and we will fight with tooth and nails, but we can stand and lurch. My friends, we don't have to take death lying down. I see a land where the dead will take their place alongside the living. Albeit most of them propped up or sewn back together, but still beside the living. A place where ghosts can throw off their chains and help contribute to a better, more just society. Where a man can throw up his head in pride, then tuck it back under his arm. Raise his right hand if he can remember where he put it. And say, yes, I'm as dead as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Count Not Far Out To, a vampire with social pretensions. It's amazing how vampires always have to be wearing evening dress, isn't it? I mean, it's not as if many people are likely to invite him to parties. Hello, so we're undead, are we?
Don't say it with such superior airs. We're the dark children of the night, we are.
Dark children? You're pale as a... Well, you're quite pale anyway. Well, he is. Yours is sort of more talcum powder.
It's makeup. I'm a vampire and she's my bride of darkness. Well, actually, she used to be the bride of a greengrocer. That was us, fruit and vegetable import-export. And then one night, boom, I'm a vampire. Nothing so much as a by your leave. A quick nip in the neck and you're a vampire, pal.
So if you're a vampire and she's not, then why is she dressed up like that?
A wife should always share her husband's hobbies. Besides, you get to wear interesting costumes.
Let me get this straight. You're both urban vampires, are you? Dreadlords of the night's abyss, all that sort of thing.
That's right.
And you also, as I recall, run a successful grocery business down in Treacle Street.
Used to. God, it was a smashing business, that was. We didn't truck with the usual fruit and veg. We had the direct distributorship of clutchy and giant peaches. The only place you could get them in the whole city.
Giant peaches?
Yeah, 6 foot high and weighing 500 pounds. God, they were beautiful.
Who in the name of Offless Teeth would eat a 500-pound peach?
Well, no one. You hunt them for the fur.
Anyway, once my husband was elevated to a nobler plane of existence, I decided the time had come for us to move on. I mean, when someone is confronted by the Lord of the Night, the last thing he wants to do is wake up with 2 holes in his neck and smelling of peaches. The fruit business just had to go, didn't it, Count?
Yes, dear.
So why are you two here?
Well, it beats sitting in the coffin all day.
You just listen to the meeting, dear. We think it's very important to raise our undead consciousness. It's a disgrace the way dead people are treated out there these days. For all the attention the dead get, you might as well just stick them in a hole in the ground.
Right.
Anyway, we're here to see what we can do about it. Reg is right, you know. There's a dead person inside all of us, just waiting to come out.
A vampiric greengrocer, eh? I think I shall never eat a cabbage ever again as long as I live. Look, I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else. The Countess not far out to, I presume. I'm glad she's a bride of darkness. I'd hate to see if the lights were on. Good old Windle. Still not quite getting the hang of being dead, but I admire a man who can just keep trying. Aren't you dead yet?
Dead? Of course I'm dead. I just can't get going on any decent sort of afterlife. How'd you put a stop to a walking corpse? I mean, it's not as if there's any helpful ink books. I've tried me strangling, poisoning. I even jumped in front of a donkey cart.
Oh, how did that one work out?
Not too well. They're charging me with willful traffic obstruction and being walking dead in a public place without a proper licence. Call that justice?
So, you become a member at the club here then?
Member? How can I be expected to be a member when I can't pay any dues? And I can't pay any dues because I can't get a job. Oh, Skew, is this any way to treat a walking, talking corpse? In my day, we knew how to show respect to a cadaver in need of a bit of cash.
What? They want to make you pay dues?
It's all Reggie's fault. He wants to pre-print coffin lids with membership details on the inside.
What, and that's going to be expensive?
Well, coffin lids don't grow on trees, you know.
Well, not on any trees I've seen, not when I'm sober anyway. What do you mean you can't hold down a job? I mean, it's not as if you're rushing off anywhere, is it? It's not as if you're going to have any sick days off.
Oh, yes. Well, you try telling that to an employer. I mean, the advantages of a dead employee are obvious to anyone. No lunch hours, no night shift worries. I mean, you'd think anyone could see it's in all of our best interests.
So what happened? Did they complain about the smell?
No, it's all, bureaucracy. Just try filling in a tax form when you're officially dead, you'll see. Place of residence, graveyard. Current occupation, decomposition specialist. I mean, it's an uphill struggle from the word go. No wonder people spend so much time trying to avoid death. The paperwork complications are enormous.
Poor old Windle. From youth to academic. From academic to the grave. From the grave, whoomp, right onto the dole queue. That's a welfare state for you. Be seeing you then. The world's shyest bogeyman. Oh well, if you're going to have an embodiment of childhood neuroses, at least it can be one that you don't mind inviting over for tea and biscuits from time to time. Hello.
You're not frightened of me, are you?
No, why?
Oh, I just don't seem to frighten anybody anymore these days.
Oh, well, sorry. All right, look, I'm scared. Really scared. Terrified. Is that making you feel any better?
You're not really scared.
I am?
Well, why aren't you running around then?
Because I'm scared stiff. Yeah, that's it. I've been scared into that strange lucid state of unreality and just don't seem to be able to move my legs. Rooted to the spot in terror. Me.
Really?
Gosh, yes. If I was any more scared, my ears would drop off. Trust me on this. I thought we cured you last time. What happened to your old door?
Someone kept putting letters under the doorstop. I finally had to give the thing away or drown beneath a flood of second-class mail. I think the worst thing was the smell of all those perfume sample sachets. They've all got this stuff called ambergris in them, apparently. After a few weeks, it all starts going off, and you're up to your eyeballs and decaying. Where does ambergris come from, in any case?
I think a whale is sick somewhere, and it gets turned into perfume. Strange but true. And who was the first man to look at a pile of whale vomit and think, oh, that'll make a splendid perfume? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Do you come to a lot of these meetings, then?
Not really. I'm not actually dead, you see. Just undead. But the membership card gives you lots of lovely discounts at the local stores. Cheap headstones, cut-rate coffins, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but if you're not actually going to die, I mean drop dead and actually require interment, then why do you need them?
Well, they make great gifts.
What, happy birthday, now here's a headstone in the sincere hope you find a use for it soon? And that sort of thing. Got many friends, have you? You don't need to answer that if you don't want to. The world's shyest bogeyman. You know, I'd have been really intrigued and astonished if this had been a better kind of day. Let's just stop all this now. Reg Shoe, a zombie with a mission. I'd shake hands with him, but I might end up with more fingers than I started with. Excuse me.
Shush!
A male banshee? Oh, well, it takes all kinds, I suppose. I wish it didn't, but there you are. Excuse me.
Shh!
What do a bunch of undead activists keep hidden in a closet? Then again, maybe it's best never to know. A black sheep, but he's a skeleton. Ah, I get it. He's died in the wall. This is a pun or play on words. Go on, let the groan out. It's therapeutic. Oh, hello. What are you doing in there? Apart from being a quest item, I strongly suspect. Well, I can see your point there. Actually, I'd get that scene to if I were you. So, hiding out in the closet, eh? What's the matter? Are you taking it on the lamb? Taking it on the lamb? You get it? Why exactly are you hiding here in this closet? Really? So I see. Well, I just don't see that there's much call for undead sheep in the career world. I mean, I know you'd like to expand your boundaries, but I'm just not sure how I can help you achieve fame. Tell you what, though, I'll keep my ear to the ground. Oh, no, you're quite welcome. Skeleton in the closet. A black sheep. Nope, I don't think I'll press any further on this one. For asking if he'll stand in for death. I was just wondering whether a career in the clickies might be just exactly what you're looking for. Oh, I see. The local Actors League won't let you in until you have proof that your family's from overseas. Bloody cheek of some people. I'll tell you what, I'll have a look around and see what I can find to help prove your case for sheep in the arts. I'll get some evidence that proves that your ancestors came from distant climes. Look, I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else. A film of Neolithic sheep artwork. Yes, not particularly interesting, but I still feel there's an award in this somewhere. Who might want proof that sheep come from a long way away? Feels all smooth and strange with the... Here you are. Some evidence that your ancestors came from the land of Forex. Now you can be a stunt sheep. No, don't thank me.
Cue death!
Now is the winter of our discontent, made all the more drizzly by the lack of death. Ooh, to be or not to be, that is the question. Whether to be extremely cool, reach the heights of fashion, and snuff it, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
Fine, everyone! Cut and paint!
Ah, this is more of a lark. Watching someone else work for a change.
That was beautiful, baby. Just beautiful.
Wait a minute. Feathers? It was just feathers?
What? Didn't you read the script? It's Julian's special scene.
Ah, showbiz. Fame and fortune, I hear you calling.
Well, welcome to our audience and welcome to Death, the latest star to rise and shine in the land of Holywood. Death, how do you feel about your up-and-coming premiere?
I don't feel. I am dead.
What he means is that he's confident that the product will speak for itself. That we've got something really astounding, really new, really...
What?
Look, just try to appear less skeletal or something, will you?
Yes, well, perhaps you might explain to us just why you feel death is the sex symbol for today's world.
Well, Trish, we've always known that the height of style is pure, elegant restraint. And of course, when it comes to wearing black, he's always been the trendsetter.
Fabulous, fantastic. Well, that's it from outside the Odeum here tonight. This is Trish Looks Good inviting one and all to join me here tonight and get reaped. Excuse me, do they have those chocolate-coated ice creams here? The one with the little bits of nuts on them?
They only had insect larva flavour.
Insect larva?
Some new invention imported from 4X, apparently.
When's this clicky starting, then?
Yes, hurry up. Some of us have to get back to bed before dawn.
That's death. Say farewell to all your bills. Rip up all your wills. And pop your final pills. Amen.
Rubbish!
I say, this is appalling.
Ugh! I haven't seen anything this awful since I saw the Dean in the showers.
Mate. That's death. Say farewell to all your bills. Rip up all your wills. And pop your final pills. Amen. That's death. It's a tete-a-tete with fate. If you're...
Well, that didn't cut the mustard.
No, I thought it was awful.
Well, in its awfulness, it had a certain beauty. Just as, in beauty, we sometimes see awfulness pressing through from underneath. I mean, sure. We all look at it and say, well, this presentation eats its own young. But I mean, is this a fair assessment? Can we really judge an art piece as being awful simply because it exhibits no attractive or interesting aspects at all? Actually, I felt that in many aspects the film proved to be a very apt, very direct communication.
Oh? Of what?
Well, a communication of just how untalented some clicky makers can be.
A calendar? I'd take a closer look, but since it's one of Dibbler's, I don't think I want to see who this month's model is likely to be. I have no need to know what day it is, or for that matter, even what year it is. What I need is more critical acclaim for my clicky about death. Forest Thump. The tender story of a troll brought up by a family of dwarfs. Forget about the wallpaper. Concentrate on the job at hand. Well, obviously it's a thingy. No, wait, what's that word I'm looking for? A wasname, that's the one. A prime, left-handed, reticulated wasname. Oh, I need something to splice first. Yet another poster. Who keeps putting these things up everywhere anyway? Anyway, who is Debbie? And what exactly did she do on the Discworld? It's not going to be of any use to me. What I need is something to make them love my clicky. A projector, and it's mine, all mine. Why? And look, it's operated by a crank. No jokes, please. I'll need to rewind the reel first. A clicky reel for keeping my precious film nice and fresh. Well, this looks like it fits. Now I think I'm onto something here. What if I splice in a few shots of the Elven Queen? Sort of subliminal, you might say. That should make them sit up and take notice.
That's death. Say farewell to all your bills. Rip up all your wills. And pop your final pills. Amen. That's death. It's
Oh my, I do say how marvellous.
Oh, beautiful, simply beautiful.
I wish my smell could have seen that.
Oh, that was better than being alive ever was. Now, that's what I call real charisma. He'll go far, he will, a real star.
Oh, shut up. It seemed like a good idea at the time. How was I to know the spectre of death was going to become a pop icon? Now he says he doesn't want his old day job back. Now he's a style setter. Now millions of girls are cramming themselves into undersized, tight, black lace costumes with lots of black lace, all dyeing their hair black, wearing black lace and black nail polish and deep plum lipstick and black lace and being pale and very, very interesting. God, I hate wearing this dress. What do you mean it's all my fault? Well, of course I saw the game's opening credits. I was there. Well, no, I don't think that's a good idea at all. No, it's just not my cup of tea. You mean I have to become deaf? Well, I suppose it'll help me make new friends.